Hey, so I was just reading through or listening to a podcast that talked about like youth study, youth engagement, stuff like that. Probably boring stuff for y'all. I talked about your generation being the most justice-seeking generation to date, which is pretty awesome. And at first I heard it just kept going. And then they brought it up again and it clicked with me like, wait a minute, like if you're the most justice-seeking generation, what about like all the other generations before that had made all these huge movements and huge social justice reforms and environmental reforms and like made huge impacts on the world? And then it kind of clicked on me. This research is saying you're even more gung-ho about justice than all the generations before. So you, high schoolers, college students, this Gen Z group, you're the next Martin Luther King Jr. You're the next Rosa Parks. Like, you're the next person who is gonna drastically change this world. And that is so cool. It's just fantastic just to think about that. Like that's you, your group, your generation is going to make a bigger impact than all these generations before. And that is so cool. And like the COVID, this nonsense with like schools shutting down, and nonsense wasn't the right word, but like all this stuff that's happening with schools shutting down and businesses closing, like, and people dying, like that's not going to stop you. You've already like lived, like you grew up after 9/11, so everything you see on the news is about like terrorism and Code Orange, and you've lived through like foreclosures and job losses and the Great Recession and this pandemic now. And so like, this isn't gonna stop you. You're gonna do awesome things. And I am just so humbled and like honored, and like I'm even more excited now just thinking about all the cool things that you guys are going to do and how you're going to change the world. So keep at it. You guys are gonna do awesome.